Hi guys, welcome back to my video channel. Today I would like to make a short review of knives I got from flea markets here in my hometown. I like going on flea markets because you can find stuff there which you can't find in shops anymore. You also find special kind of knives on flea markets which are not very often to get. Normally the first optical impression attracts me to knives, so this is why I bought them. Let's start with this kind of stainless steel knives which are very popular in Europe during the 50s and 60s of the last century. The first one is from Mölde Solingen. Normally these knives have a greater blade and a pen blade, not very big, and it has normally a tool to clean up your fingernails. This is the normal equipment of such a knife. This knife was very attractive for me because it was in a very good shape, and the kind they made the handles is from what was for me very pretty. Now we got another one which is obviously more worn. It also has a big blade, and the knife is made from glass. You can here see the kissing crane symbol, and on the other side it's marked Robert Claes Solingen. It has, as I also already mentioned, a big blade and a tool for cleaning up your fingernails also. But this one is special because it has a can opener on the other side. This is not very common for this kind of knives. I don't know if it's really a can opener. I have to find out and read a little bit about it. So these kind of knives is very often to be found on flea markets in Germany. Now we come to something other. This one is an old knife, I think from the 50s or 60s of the last century. Wood handles. Don't know what kind of wood it was. Made out of steel. This is not a stainless steel. It's a carbon steel. Got a big blade. Now you can see there's a kind of patina on the blade because, as I already mentioned, it is made out of carbon steel. Doesn't matter to me. I really find it very attractive. This symbol is the symbol of the factory. It's from Gottlieb Hammesfahr, also a factory of Solingen, Germany. It has a big blade, and this is really sharp. A small pen blade and a corkscrew. This kind of knife is very common in Germany. Several manufacturers do this kind of knives. Now this is a knife from Spain, made by the company Aitor. Two liners means two decks in this pocket knife. A main blade. Here you can see on the blade the name of the manufacturer, Aitor, and also inox means stainless steel. There's also a mark, Toledo. Toledo is a town in Spain which is very close to making knives. This knife has several tools. A can opener, a bottle opener, and a screwdriver. A pen blade. Corkscrew which is very, very useful because of its length. Another tool to pick holes in several material, which is also very long and useful. It has brass liners and brass pins, and the first thing which attracts me to this knife was the material and the style of the handles, which is very, very wonderful for me, and I don't know which is the material, what it is made out of it. And it's a very heavy, useful knife here in comparison to one of those stainless steel knives I got before. It's a very useful knife, very pretty knife. You can wear it every day. It's also slip joint knives. Most of those knives are slip joint knives. Now I want to compare it to my Victorinox Hunter in the size. You can see it's more or less the same size, and it's also as useful as the Victorinox. If you compare the blades, you will find out they are more or less the same length. The one of the Aeretor is a little bit wider, and it's another shape of the blade. Okay. Now another one. Here also in comparison to my Victorinox. It's a knife from the German Democratic Republic. An older one, I think also from the late 50s of the last century. It's made from a factory named GML. In Germany means the Genossenschaft der Messermacher Legebruch. You can't even see it or point it out here at the video. You have to see it on the blade itself. And this was a very, very astonishing blade for me. A very astonishing knife for me. It has several layers, but the style of the knife is little more or less gentleman's style. I haven't seen something like that before. The material of the handle, I don't know what it is. It's kind of plastic of the 50s, celluloid or something like this. It has a main blade. It has a pen blade. It has a can opener. Slightly special style. It has something to pick, as we already see, to pick something, or to make a hole in something. It has a bottle opener with a screwdriver on it. So far, very common. All these tools you find on several pocket knives. It has something to clean your fingernails. File. Now you have a tool to clean your ears. You find this tool more or less not very often, but by the time you find it on knives of the 50s. You have a scissor, which is very useful. And you have a corkscrew. Let's come to this corkscrew a little bit more, because this is so funny for me, because this corkscrew is really, really ridiculous. So more or less it's a gentleman tool knife with several tools on it. Now to this corkscrew. This corkscrew, in my opinion, is absolutely useless. First of all, it's on the top of the blade. You can't even pull a cork out of a bottle, and it's much too short for doing this stuff. I won't use it for this stuff. As you can see, it's also only that big as one of those stainless steel knives I show you at the beginning of my video. So these are the knives I found in the last half year on flea markets. I won't stop going to flea markets to find special knives for me. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I see you back on my video channel. Bye guys.